Okay, I will show anyhow. So far I have hidden the courses. Go to sitemap. So see, these all these things are empty. As I told, if you want to turn editing on, already it is in on. Okay. If you want to edit technology, yeah. This is my course. I have already created and done. See announcements. I added as announcements. If you need, you can also add announcements. Tutorials. I given materials. Are you able to follow? Yeah. Yeah, done. Okay. Then practical exercises. Folder. I added a folder. Then you can give practical exam instructions. You can also list down here itself for common view. Something you can submission link. I'm giving submission link here. Then okay. So problem solving. It's like an assignment. This will come back. Assignment and problem solving both are same. Here are given exercises. Here are given written format. Okay, just to show how the grades and reports will be there. So hidden from participants, 76 participants. Out of 76 participants, submitted 38 on time. Needs grading 38. Due date 30 December 2019, 10:29 p.m. Time remaining, assignment is due. So if you want to view all submissions. Okay, you can find the first name, student register number and name, their email address, whether they are submitted or not. Submitted for grading 3 days, 21 hours late likewise. If you want to edit, you can edit the student's information. So it will be downloaded. You can open. You open and see the output. Okay. So if you want to put the grade there itself, you simply click the grade out of 100. I'm giving 80. Let's save changes. Change user. Save and show next. If you want to see again the HTML, you can click here itself. It will be downloaded and you can open and you can see the output. Okay. You can give grade 90. Save changes. Yes. Likewise, you can grade assignment. You can get like this. You can view everyone PDF in the format. If you want to download all the submissions, you simply click download all submissions. You will get all the documents in some folder. You can drag and drop. Then, if you want to if you want to view the overall grade book. So far, I have graded only few. View. Okay, overall average, because I have graded only 2 persons. Okay, since I have created 3 problem solving, it will be showing all these things. Grade is 3. 7 have graded. So it will show the history of the graded. Outcome reports. It will show the outcome since I didn't overview report. Okay, likewise, you can give your grade and you can find the reports. So, hope you understood completely about assignments. We'll come back to the rest of the options. So here, we'll come here, we will see few designing options in dashboard. Okay, so here dashboard. Here we will see this is one block. It is a web page which is being customized in the number of blocks. This is one block. This is one block. This is one block. Likewise, so block is nothing but a collection of courses and what is that, the categories which will show what you want. Here this is a timeline block. Okay, this is for private files block. Private files, you can add files from outside, you can keep it here for users. This is online users blocks to view which users are online, which users are not there, likewise. Okay, you can see easily the number of users online at any time. Latest batches, this is a calendar block. Then, if you have created events, next we are going to see how to create and how to add events in the calendar. The next upcoming events will be shown here. Okay. Even you can hide a upcoming events block or you can delete events block. Okay. So a block is nothing but which is used to show some set of courses or activities in the dashboard. You can create a new block or you can delete. For example, timeline. If you don't want to show the timeline, either you hide it. If you hide the timeline, it is not. It will be hidden. Timeline will be hidden. Again, if you show timeline block, it will be shown. If you want to remove timeline, you simply give delete timeline option. It will ask, or you show that you want to delete the timeline block. If you click yes, it will be deleted. Okay. Okay. Likewise, if you want to add a new block, you can click new, add block. So you can give whether it is a comments block or admin bookmarks, administration courses block. Okay, these are some categories available. You can give comments block. Okay. Comments block will be added. Admin bookmark. It was added. And if you want, you can configure or you can delete or you can hide. Okay, so to show the overall blocks inside activities we already created, configured and created in the Moodle, it will be shown in the dashboard. Apart from that, if you want to add a new, you can also add it as a block. Or if you want to remove the existing block or if you want to configure the existing block, you can use the settings here by which you can configure the blocks. Okay, position, region, weight, visibility, likewise, you can do changes. Next one is SiteWorm we have seen. This will show the overall categories and courses you have created already. We can edit, change, add new courses. Then calendar. Calendar, you can customize, you can show in different format. And you can see the overall activities you have created in a month, which is a good option. If you want to view or if you want the students to make them to view the overall events for that month, since you're working in school and colleges, even there you will have monthly calendars and there you have monthly programs, weekly programs. Every day you don't want to remind the students. Simply add the events in the calendar and you can make visible for the students and staffs. Even in that also, if you want to restrict global events, you can hide or hide category events. If you want to show only code events at a time, and if you want to hide global and categories and user events, you can hide. Okay. Here also you can add new event. For example, I am adding some party on Sunday, new event. Discussion. Open discussion on 7th. Okay, type of event is a course. Okay, it will come under the link will come under faculty development program. If you want to change the link, if for example FTP or skill, it will also come under that. Okay, save. Source. Oh, it is not shown. Okay, actually it has been added. Okay, I'll come back to my courses. No, you have to go site home. Should go, you will have to select dashboard and courses, FTP. Sorry, again, you have to go to FTP because you have created that course under FTP, Faculty Development Program. So you have to go in that course. It was not there. Okay, wait, just to say that to that. Site home. I'll do one thing, I will create again and will go back. Maybe the course I have chosen is not exactly fit into that. Let us see. Modern learning instruction. No. Yeah, it was added here. Okay. Assignment one is due on June. If you want export calendar, you can also. Session 1. If you see S1, you can see those things, all courses. Or if you see this one, you can see that. Okay, since you added in faculty development program, it is not really visible here. You will add under discussion. June course. You will add an FDP. Okay, let me check, tell you why it is not showing the event here. Okay, but this is the steps to add an event. Even you can add any event from the calendar and you can ask the students to view the overall events, weekly events or monthly events we have assigned in a group. Okay, next. So we have seen how to add and remove blocks, how to manage blocks, then calendar settings, then we'll see how to change appearance and logos. If you want to change the designing, background designing or logos, you can add files here. If you want to add a new logos, you can add a logo here. You can set themes here. Yeah. Is it visible now? Is it visible now? Okay, you can set logos, you can change appearance, okay, by going site administration. You already used to use this. Courses, grades, appearance. In the appearance, you can change the calendar format, you can change logos, okay, you can add logos. Then, so every time when the Moodle comes with a new version, okay, it will get new features. So sometime if you want to add any new feature, I want to add a camera option, I want to add a video option. This time also this big blue button is the new plugin which was added in the latest version. Likewise, if you want to add any new feature, you can add plugins in the Moodle. For that you have to use the plugins. Okay, plugins tab, and then you install plugin. But before that, you should make sure whether your configuration and supporting files are enough and necessary. And you must know the setup steps and options that it was needed to install that plugin. Make sure and check everything and then install plugin. Okay, you must download the plugins, DLL files. You must have it in your own folder, then do it. These are all for advanced options. Even these things can be done by the administrator. As a course teacher, it is not necessary, but if you need, you can make use of it. Okay. For us, the site administration, users, courses, creating and managing courses, creating categories enough, doing grades and taking reports is enough. The plugins and appearance are all the tasks actually done by the administrator who is having the overall authority. That just for the sake, if you want, you can know that you can install plugin using install plugins. Okay, so you have to first download the plugin you want to do. After knowing the exact options, installation options and configurations, then you download and keep it in some folder. Then you go this way and install. So it is user friendly only. You just to follow the steps, your plugin will be installed. Then you can get the option in your Moodle. Okay. Then, so we have seen dashboard, site home, calendar, private files. If you want to store and show some any private files, for example, any links or any files about history or about timetables. If you want to show in the dashboard, main dashboard, you can drag and drop here. Okay, it will be shown here. Simply click private files. I'm choosing a file. Can simply show that I am just choosing a file. Just for an example, I am loading the image file. See changes. For the maximum size for new size. Save changes. Okay, you can add and keep it here. If you want to download later, you can download. You create a folder. So what is the advantage here is, for example, you are maintaining your files in your desktop. Okay, but during the holidays, you can't access the files. You have to take a backup and you have to take it wherever needed. Instead of that, if you store the files in a private folder, department files, marks, internal marks, and for example, office files like this, segregate and show in wherever you go. If you have internet and if you remember your username and password, you can simply log in and you can download the files you needed. You can do changes if you want to work out, even you can work out and save the files, or you can send mails if somebody is asking, if your HOD is asking last semester internal marks or the previous week's attendance. Likewise, if you store those important files in the folder in the private files option, whenever it is needed, you can download. Okay, you add a new files here, or you can create folder and keep it your files, and if it is needed, you simply download that file. These are all for viewing options. You can view the file in different orders. Okay, the purpose is for central storage. Okay, and you can make use of the files wherever and whenever you need it. Okay, the next is I'll come back again, site administration. Okay, I've seen all these options. Then, so now we are using online video classes. How to create and use this online classes. We'll see those things. So even further, you have to come site home. Again, it is coming under one of the activity. Okay, so we have created these activities. Now I'm editing this online. classes. So we have seen so many activities: uploading files, folders, referring web pages, referring ebooks. Ebooks is simply one of your ebooks. You simply give the local folder. Come back here. Like URL for ebooks also, you create a link, and in the link you paste the URL of the folder. Okay. So online classes, how to conduct online classes. So for that we have to add a topic. Wait, I will come back again. We add activities not coming. If you want to add a topic, you can give add topics. Topic file will be added. Now, if you want to add an activity. So these are all the activity we already seen. Okay, if you want to create a book, you can create books. Okay, the new option in the latest version available is Big Blue button, which is used to conduct online classes, video lectures for the group of people. Click this option, click add. This is the screen you will be getting, adding a new Big Blue button for online classes. Instance, room activity with recordings. If you are not allowing recordings, you will simply give room activity only or recordings only. If you want to record and post it, you can use this option. Okay, if you want both the room activity, you want to if you need live, and also if you want to record your video, you choose this option. Okay, and give a heading as we are giving section 1 introduction. Okay, if you want to send notification to the users you have enrolled, click notification, otherwise leave it. Okay, then if you want a description of the class, you can take what about this. It is about introduction about Moodle online Moodle webinars. Okay, webinars. So activity room settings. Welcome message. If you want to give, whenever the user enters in, if you want to give welcome message, welcome you all for the session. You can type it as or the welcome message has to be, session can be recorded. Whether the welcome message has to be sent automatically or the user must wait for the moderator to send, you can check this option. Then recording settings. So you cannot edit the settings, only administrator are able to edit the settings, but you can record, mute and unmute, or pause and continue the records while taking the classes. Then this is a very important thing in creating online classes. Professors, are you online? Are you all following? Okay. So creating online classes, you have to click. Okay. You have to give classroom, that is session name. If you need description, it is optional only. Again, welcome message, again it is optional only. If you need, you can give or not. Recordings can't be edited. Then this is the very important thing, the participants. What are the participants you are going to add, how you are going to enroll. Okay, so for that initially you must enroll the users for the course. Once you created the course, here what is in which course we are under, in which course we are in FDP session 1, and then FDP is the category, and then session 1 is the course. Okay, Under that, I have created an online class activity. This is an activity. Okay, courses FTP is a category. Under the session 1 is the course we have created. Module learning introduction is the name. Then online classes is an activity for handling online classes. Okay. Okay, what you have to do is you have to enroll the students for the FTP classes. Only for those users, I think only few students I have added from your group. Only few students from your group, few faculties have added in the FTP course. Okay, for example. So for those students only able to access or view the courses. Okay, so first you have to enroll the users for the course, then you have to add an activity for online classes. Online classes is again an activity. You have given the title of that activity, then description you have given, and settings like recordings, welcome message you have given. Then you are going to add participants. Okay, first all users enrolled. If you click add, it will be added. Okay, again, if you want to add a role, if you want to add role manager, you can add, and you have to set who is the manager. If you are a viewer, if you are a moderator, you have to add. Okay, or if you are a user, you can add. See, I'm adding this user. Is the user added. So instead of adding individually, simply if we enrolled all the users from the group 4, click all users and click add. Already all users enrolled was added. How we are going to how they are going to participate in the session, whether they are only the viewer or the moderator. Okay, so all the users enrolled are viewers, they are not moderators. Here, myself is the moderator. So in the session, I already added. This is a new activity. In session 3, I already added. I will show that. So all users enrolled, you are sitting as viewer. Am I clear to you? So here you are going to add the participants and you are going to assign them role. Okay. So viewer is only able to view. They can't add or the screen. They can't do anything. They can't edit anything. Only they're able to view the this online class screen, big blue button screen. If moderator, they're able to share the screen. They're able to mute the video. They're able to record so and so. Okay. Even if you want to add a single user, you can add. If you want to change the role, for example, I want to change the role of all users, they also become a moderator. That means I am creating an online class with a discussion forum. Okay, last half an hour it should be a discussion forum. Then everyone become a moderator. Okay, then you just click moderator. All the users are able to interact and they are able to share the screen. They are able to control the screen. Okay, so I will delete. This one I will delete. So first thing while creating, we have to enroll the users. For those users only, you are able to assign roles, add as part. You have to add the participants. For you also, we already did the same thing. Okay. So all users enrolled has become viewer and role manager. And so if you add a role manager as a moderator, they will all become moderator. Okay. If you add now, you all become, if you add all the managers as a moderator, you all now become managers. Sorry, you all now become moderators. You all are able to interact with me and you are all able to control the session. Okay, only two options, viewer and moderator. Those who are only listening to the online classes, they are considered as viewer. Those who is handling classes, those who are able to control the screen, monitor the screen, they are said to be moderators. Okay. Then schedule for session, so you can restrict. So every day we are creating a session and we are setting time. After that, you are unable to join the session. Okay, it will be closed or you can get the message. The session expired. The session closed like this. So join open. Just for a moment, please. Just a moment. I'll be back. Oh, Jacinta. Jacinta Janet Souza. Just now you joined. Welcome. Okay. Okay, come back to the session. You can set schedules for the session. For that, you must enable the option when it must start opening and closing. You can set. For example, if you're setting 6th, okay, 10 o'clock. The session starts from 10 o'clock and ends by 6th, 12:45. Okay. So you have set timings, then common module settings. So these are how the session information has to be shown on the page. Show on course page, ID from students. If you want to generate ID, you can generate. If you want to restrict groups, you can restrict groups or no groups, no problem. Then restrict access also again for particular group, you can add restriction or if you simply give none. Okay, save and return to course. See, you can see a link as you already seen to enter into this session. If you click, only see this screen. See, you will see this conference has not yet started. The session will start open only on 6th June 10 a.m. like this. Okay. Okay, further, I have to show some other options. Already. So this is the way how to create online classes. Okay, to create all this and to successfully handle all the classes, even though you all knew, just I want to repeat, you must need internet connectivity, which is a very basic thing. Then you must have the Moodle installed in the system. Okay, then you must create uses. For example, you want to conduct online classes, you must create users, and those users must be enrolled for that courses. Then uh, you have to send about the class session to the users. As you all receive email with your username and password, they must know their username and password to join the session. Then you have to set the session, that is settings. You have to create and set the timings for the session. Then for you they need a web camera. or if you want have live interaction or video, they must have web camera, microphone. Okay, all these things are necessary to conduct classes. Okay. Okay, let it and change the timing because they are already in the classes. It is difficult to share the thing. Now I will share the big blue button session itself. Do you have any doubts in creating this activity? Yes, Jacinta, Professor Janitza, okay, welcome. I think we're able to follow, or I will repeat the activity again. Idea of professors, are you clear? Are you clear in creating online classes? Okay. Now I will share my big blue button session itself so that you let you know some other options in the screen. Okay. Hope you all are viewing my entire screen. So here I'm using Google Tab. So some activity. This is the big blue screen. When you click join session, the screen will get open for me. Here you will see the list of users, all the users who have enrolled and joined the session. You can also see who is the admin and who are all the users, and you can see whether they are in mute or unmuted. If you checked or unchecked, okay, that they are in mute line. Okay, even you have options here. Here, okay, like see, this is public chat. You can see this chat here. Okay, and if you click public chat, so through this chat only we are chatting from the morning, all the days. Okay, if you want to make it invisible, we just simply click. If you want to send chat again in public, which reach all the users, you can change it. Okay, this is public chat. If you want to send message only for a particular person, for example, someone is not unmuting. Someone is not muting their audio. Simply click. You get start a private chat. Okay, just to send message. Hello. Sorry. Okay, you can send message private chat. Then, if you are a lecturer, you want to start the session. You want to give your lectures to the students. As I told, first to create the activity, set the timings and save it. When this time start, you click join session. You know that you have to click join session. You know well, you have to come to the course and you have to click the session. It will ask you to join the session on the timing. If you click join session, you will get the screen. Okay. So in the screen, you can start. You will get the hello. Okay. I'm audible? Okay. So in the screen, you will get the basic pages options available in the big blue button. Messages, chats, and the users, public chats, and the screen you want to share. Okay. So initially you will get in the screen, see the screen, in the screen, you will get this button. Plus, you will see the users. It will highlight what is the type of user. Since I am the admin user, it is showing admin user. If you are online, if you are clicking video, you will also get the user name list here. Okay. Again, if you want to record your session, you click start recording. It will start. Okay, and if you want to pause in the middle, you can pause. Okay, it starts recording. If you want to pause the recording in the middle, you can pause again. If you want to continue the recording again, you can resume recording. Okay, after recording is over, the recordings will be shown. But the thing is that it is not visible for all the users. The recordings will be stored in the Moodle, and it is possible only for the administrator to download and share. Okay, that is the only thing here. So you are able to track and you are able to control the recording. You can start, you can pause, and you can resume your video lessons that can be posted again in the Moodle for further reference. Okay, you have started online classes, you have conducted classes on a particular topic, you record the video lessons, but the recordings were stored in the administrator, he has to share. Okay, one more thing is the recordings can be a full video, or even you can share only a part of lesson. For example, only in the middle portion. Initially, I introduced myself, I just inquired my students. Those things I don't want to post. Only the lesson part after I started teaching the lessons. Okay, even you can cut only, you can cut and save only those recorded portions, and you can share. The administrator is only having the right to fix the recordings and share the recordings to the manager. Then the manager can share the recorded videos to the students using course. As you know well, how to upload files. Even the same procedure. The same way how you are uploading a document, the same way you can upload the video also. Only thing is the path only changes and the type only changes. Nothing different in that. Okay, upload your video, go to file, click a course, select file, choose the video file, then upload. You will get the recorded lessons. Okay, so this is how to start. So you have to join the session. You have to join the session. You will get the screen. You just wait for the once the user has enrolled. You have set the timing. The user when automatically they join, you can see the screen here. You are able to see the users who are joined the session and active. Okay, you can see the option whether they are unmuted or muted. You can also see those options here. Then, if you want to share notes, you click and you can share notes here if you want time. Okay, then public chat, and you can see. Yes, like it is possible. You can download the records, but it is possible by the administrator only, not by the manager or the user. Okay, now we all are as manager category. As user, we are in manager category. There are many categories in users: student, teacher, non-teaching, manager, administrator. Administrator has only right to download your recordings and share them. Okay, but you are able to track and control the recordings. You can pause, you can resume. Okay. Okay, so then coming here, as I told, this is the public chat, this is the private chat, and usually we used to say, please mute your volume like this. Instead, you can go your settings here. Okay, clear all status icons, mute all users. It will mute all the users audio. If you want to mute only the users except the presentator. Oh, sorry, one thing I forgot. Once you enter, you will get the screen, but you are not unable to get the screen. Okay, to share your screen, you have to come here. Okay, so once you join, if you want to deliver your lectures, okay, after the students have done, click here. You find a presenter. You can find okay, make presenter. Likewise, here I already chosen this option, so I am unable to get this. If you click the plus button here, you will get the link like presenter. See, like this you will get make presenter. Only if you click, you are able to get this video, you are able to present it. Okay, the first option is you should make a presenter. Okay, then second thing, if you want to get this one, stop sharing, only if you upload your presentation. Okay, first thing, you have to join the session. Once you join, you will get the screens. Okay, you can control the audio by using this mute all users or mute all users except the presenter. Okay, you can send public chat, you can send private chat. Next, to present your session, to make your session visible and to be active to the users, you come and click here. You will get make a presenter. Okay, so because I already a presenter, I am not getting that option. It will be like this if you make presenter. Okay, so if you click that, you will get all these options. Okay, so if you want to leave audio, you can click this. If you want to mute audio, click again, you can unclick, you can check the option. If you want to share your face, you click share with camera, you are able to view. Likewise, all the users, if you want to view your students, or if you want to view the students, if you want to share video, you can share this with camera. Then, how to share the screen? To share the screen, after making presentation, first you just click this. Okay, you will get three options. When I click, you will get three options. You can share your entire screen. Now I'm sharing my entire screen. Or you can share a specific application window. For example, in the first session, we have shared a PPT. Okay, you want to deliver lectures through PPT, then you want to show some Excel sheet, then you want to show a mail likewise. You open PPT or open Word. Then if you click application window, since there is no windows here, just 1 minute, I will open and come back. Okay. Okay, so if you want to share your screen, you just open the windows, select application window. So what are the windows you already opened and kept? You will get all those windows. You simply select the screen and click share. Okay, or if you want to share the URL file, that is you are online now. I am online. I am simultaneously working on Moodle, and I have opened a mail, and I am also online classes that will be available in the Chrome tab. See, the session 3, Moodle learning and HTML. If I will click this, my Moodle platform is visible. If I click this, my session will be visible. Okay. Now I'm clicking the entire session. Click share. Okay, I repeat the steps. If you want to share the screen, okay. Is it visible now? Okay. Okay. So to share the screen, do you all get all these options? If you don't get, if you click make presenter, you will get this option. Otherwise, you will be getting only audio and leave audio and then web camera. Okay, are you clear? If you want to get the share screen option, first you must select this press button, and here you will get make presenter option. You have to select, then only you are able to get this option. Okay, second, to share the screen, you have to choose this. First, if I share the screen, if I click this, the existing shared screen will be stopped. See the option, stop sharing your screen. Okay. Okay, so if I click this, you'll be getting a blank screen only. If I click this, you'll be getting a blank screen only. And just so Okay. Your manager only. You just click this. If you are online, please click this and make you as a presenter. Okay, you'll be getting this option. If you click share your screen, you will get three options. You'll get three options. One is entire screen. You will get three options. One is entire screen. What I'm sharing now. Second one is application window. Application window. Maybe you. What do you want to? What do you want to show? To show. Maybe PPT or document or Excel sheet. Okay, which was already opened. We have to open the window already. Then we have to select from it. Okay. The third option is from the third option is Chrome window, Chrome tab. Okay, you are already in some browser. Now you are online. You are using some browser. Timing I'm using Chrome browser. You want to share the same window. This in that way only I'm sharing my Moodle. Okay, in one tab I have opened the Moodle. In the other tab I'm using the session. If you want to share the Moodle, I have to click the tab, Chrome tab, and I have to choose the tab I want to show. Choose the tab you want to view. Okay, there are three options. Only is the entire screen. What you are seeing now is the entire screen. I have shared my entire screen. The second option is application window. So if you want to show some other window you have opened and kept aside, maybe any document or PDF or PPT or Excel or image or video, whatever it is. Okay, in this way you can show online videos. Other if I want to show already existing videos, you are handling a session. In between, you want to show some motivational videos or lecture related videos. You simply open that video and show it here using application window. Then, okay, then the third option is third type of sharing screen is Chrome tab. You want to show the screen you are using. Okay, you want to show the screen you are using, like Moodle or Gmail, likewise. You can use this third option tab and choose the tab you want to show. Clear? If you want, check it. First, you choose yourself as make presenter. Then you click this option, screen sharing. Click the option in the window, your window. Okay, you will find the three options. Is it okay? Use settings in the top. Edit questions. Or I will show the discussion section. To make yourself as a presenter, okay, in the screen, you click the plus button. There you will get the option like this. See, you will get the option like make presenter. So select that. In the screen, you click the plus button, then click make presenter. Yes, Indudu. Yes, you are right. Because for this session, you will be given only right as viewer. Yes. Can't. Because you all are given viewer rights only role for this session. Okay. You try to create yourself a new session. As I mentioned in the step, add user, select the user, give role as a manager, add, and give permission as moderator. Okay, if you set the permission or set moderator, okay, you are able to get the screen. Otherwise, you don't get the presenter option. Okay, then. So if I want to, yesterday I have run. If you want to share the screen, you can share the screen. But if you want to present the screen, I want to upload PPT, PDF, they have to share. Simply again come here. Okay, I want to upload a presentation or I want to upload an external video so that it automatically run here. Okay, as we did in the first day session. So whatever PPT or external video, either you can upload your presentation at the time of session or you can upload the presentation earlier before the session. Then you can make use of. Okay, click upload your presentation. Then here you will find browse files. Okay, browse files. I don't know where some presentation will be there. And just I'm selecting some open PPT. It was here. Choose here. Okay, to be uploaded. Then you click upload. See? Now it was ready to upload your presentation. Okay. So instead of the current existing, now you are able to see. If it is slide, you can drag. You can move here, there. You can make presentation. If you want to write, Even you can write here. You can use pencils also here to highlight. Turn whiteboard up. Okay, so if you are having more than one page, you can display. If you click, you will get tools, pencils you can get, you can highlight, you can write. It is not coming. Okay, so I will come back. So the last, yes, Meenakshi ma'am, Meenakshi Kapoor, sorry. If you want to be a presenter, you must need to be a moderator. How to see while creating the session activity, while creating the activity, okay, in the settings, you must set as a moderator. Okay, I will share the screen. I will share. Are you clear with the options now? Are you clear with those options? Okay, so you are able to create an online class activity. In that, you can set role. I will show the role again. You can set role. You can set the options, whether they are a viewer or a moderator. You can set timings and dates. Okay, you can restrict. Okay, the group's timings. Okay, then in that, after the session starts, even you have options. You can have a public chat or a private chat. You can view the number of users, the timing they have entered in. Okay, and even you can record the sessions. You can pause and resume the sessions. Then for that beginning, in the beginning, you have to, you must make, you have say make presenter. You can show, you can share your web camera or mute your web camera, or you can mute and unmute your audio. Even you can control the audio of all the users. Okay, you can mute all the users. You can mute only the users except the presenter. You can save usernames. Okay, you can lock viewers. Okay, so many options are available. You can share screen. For that, you must be a moderator. If you have that option, you can select. You have three options. Either you can share the entire screen, or you can share a application window, or you can share the URL. Okay, you can do. Are you clear? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, as per your doubt, if you want to So here, edit settings. So here in the participants, all the users enrolled or set as viewers, if they have become moderators, they are able to make presenter. Okay, here. So in the session, edit settings, okay, while creation, here you are giving, I repeat the basic steps. You can give the name of the session. Okay, then very important, participants. If you want to add user, single user, okay, the users will be listed here. Overall, the users listed here, the users you are enrolled for this course. See here, for this course, as I told, I have enrolled only 9 members. In that option, I enrolled only 9 members. So these 9 members are only able to first access this session. The remaining are unable to. Okay. So in this, if I am making this user as a moderator. So for example, you are conducting online webinar. You also moderating the session. In between, you have 2 more resource person. One is giving the introduction. The other one is giving hands-on training. The other one is giving welcome address and vote of thanks likewise. So you want the 3 of them should be a moderator. In that case, you choose user and you select. For example, Kathy Grazia. Add here. You change him as a moderator. Okay. Now. The person should become moderator. He or she is able to present. Okay, so likewise in the list of the 2 you can add moderator. The rest of the users will act as a viewer. If you want again, if you want to remove, you simply delete. Okay, save and return to course. Okay, are we clear now? Will you check it now? Will you check it now? Check it now. Okay. So then one more thing I want to say to you, users. If you are creating users, you are enrolling your students, but after that they are coming and telling you, ma'am, I forgot my password, likewise. Okay. How will you edit and change the password? Okay. So go to site as administration. You will get this. Click users. For example, few guys are coming and telling they forgot their password. Okay, or not they're logged in. Maybe the error may be they forgot or mistyped the password or username. If you want to view or check, you may be asking what you have given in login. I don't log in, ma'am. If they are telling a ma'am or sir, I don't log in, just ask them. If you want to change, just a browse list of users. You find list of users here. Okay. For example, if I want to edit. So this is user profile. Either you go a single or you may go. So here's the here's given profile picture. While creating user, if you add a profile picture, you can also get it. I will show how to add it. Edit profile, the username, authentication methods, manual accounts. Here, if they forget, this is the username. You can check here the username. How is it? If you want to change, you can. I don't want this. I want to change it as B. Okay, like this. B U. It should be in caps. You can change. And here. Okay. So password. You can't view the password. once if the student forget the password, you have to generate a new password only. If you want to see the password, you click here. You can see what the password you are typing. Sorry, I'm trying to do HSC. SSC. So password, as we discussed earlier, it must have one capital letter, one number, one alphanumeric characters, any special characters. At least one capital letter, one small letter, one numeric, this number value, and one special character, that is alphanumeric. Okay. So I'm giving yes, let's see. But FDP for 6. Since the FTP is on June month, you can give FTP 6. Okay. So now enter. Now your password is ready. If you want to hide this, if you want to make it encrypt, you simply click. It will be encrypted. This is the newly generated password for RTS. Okay. So if you want to change, cancel. If you want to change the Gmail address, you can change. Okay, allow only other customers to see your email. This option we already seen. You can change it. If you want to delete picture or if you want to add new picture, you can also. If you want to delete this picture, if you want to add new picture, you can add here. Check பண்ண பார்க்குறேன் ஒரு நிமிஷம். If you want to add a new file here, new profile picture, you drag and drop here or click here. You will get you choose your file and upload this file. You will get the new profile photo. It will be displayed in the user. Then update profile. Okay. 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 We are faculty members. We have covered almost all the options, which is useful for the staffs to render their lectures, to make use of the students active and interactive and interested towards the subjects. Okay, so we shall go for a 10 minutes break, and after that you come with, we'll have a discussion. Okay, you can post your doubts and queries. Okay, I will try to clear your doubts. Okay, shall we go for a break? Back at 11:50 a.m. We shall have session. It's explore roads one by one. are now on mute. Yes, I got a one clarification. Sister Leka. So regarding inputting questions, only plain text fields are allowed to input. Yeah, sure. As you said, it's right only. The format normally changes when you import questions from text files. So for that, the recent options use Hot Potato. This is an app, small tool, which is used to create a quiz questions and so many options. Download Hot Potato. Download or quiz to import, upload options. Either you can do copy and create, upload single questions, or you can import a question back. For that, use the tool Hot Potato. Okay, download and install. Then type the questions there. It will be like as we did in Moodle. Different formats will be available. Either you can create objective type questions or true or false or fill-ups or match the following or short answers. Then very important is save it as FCT format. FCT format. New file name dot FCT format. So that you don't get that formatting errors. Okay. Save the question set. Create the question set using Hot Potato. It's a tool which has been created to create quiz questions of different formats. And save while saving, keep remind that you have to save the file WebCT. I will show the option. Show the option in here itself. I think we have created a question in skill or practice grammar. Let me see. Quiz. Yes. Here. Here. Edit. Yes. Either you go here or here. If you want to add a new question, either you go here, import. Either you see, these are different formats. Word format, you choose this option. If you want to import questions using Hot Potato, while saving, use this format, WebCT format, and while importing also, you choose this format. Then you choose that file, WebCT format. If we import, it will be zip file. Yesterday we tried with the word, no? Choose a file. Yeah. Because I saved is a text document. This one. This is not accepting. This is document. This is TXT file. .txt. So it will be accepted. Upload this file. Okay. Import. So you have imported. So first question imported. Second question. There is a continue. Yesterday it worked. Maybe was there a okay. It was imported. Now, if you want to see the questions, these question settings, see, you got the two questions. Okay. You go to as you asked. After inputting, if you want to see the questions, click the questions tab, drag down. Okay. So in the word, you have two questions. Click on that. If you want to see the individual questions, you click it. You find it. Then the questions. Second question. Okay. You can preview the questions you have uploaded. If you want to add a new question here, you click. If you want to delete, you delete or move whatever you do. Okay. So go to the activity. If you want to know the link, you see, come to the top and find in which link, under in which category or which course you are here. Courses, skill, grammar, skill, under skill. The course is the grammar. Practicing grammar is the title. This is the short form. Sorry. Skill is the category. Grammar is the course. Evaluation is an activity. Under evaluation is the topic. Under that, you have created a request activity. Request. Okay, again, if you want to import some other, you go to import. Okay, if you want to use the questions imported, you come to the questions. Okay.
Acts as a course coordinator. The presenter might be I can lead you even as a presenter. So for that you have to click over clicking on the so you have an option take this word or so once you as a presenter will be present.
Okay, get ready for discussion. Finally, refresh. Review. Okay. The reviewer, let me tell you what we have discussed so far. Okay, what you have to know, and just I'm recalling what we have seen for the last 3 days. You should know how to open Moodle. You should know the URL link to open Moodle. You must have username, password to enter the Moodle. Okay, Moodle is a nice platform for online learning. Okay, for that you must need username and password. Once you enter, you will get the overall screen. In that, you are able to create categories. You are able to create users. You are able to create users, edit users, assign them photos, assign them rules, restrict them from courses. Then you can create categories, subcategory, that means title, group, and subgroup. Then you can create courses under each category. And then you have to assign or enroll users for the courses. Also, only those users are able to access the courses. Even only those users are allowed are visible. Okay, only those are users who are enrolled the courses. Only those courses are visible for the students like this. Okay, recently acoustic course dashboard and courses only are visible. Okay, likewise, if you are enrolling a set of students only for particular courses, only those courses will be visible for the students. Okay, you have created users, you have created courses, you have edited courses. You are able to create a single user, and you are able to create a bulk of users from the list by creating Excel sheet with a minimum of 5 fields: first name, last name, email ID, username, password. Okay, these are the 5 fields which are needed most to create users. You save the Excel sheet, then you can upload the list of users using upload user. So that at a stage you are able to create a multi number of users. Then you can assign roles for them. Then for each and every course, it is mandatory. Keep reminder. Otherwise, the students are coming and telling you, "Ma'am, I don't get that course link." You may tell them, see the assignment I have posted, you get prepared and come tomorrow. See the homework I have given yesterday, complete and come tomorrow. But the students are coming, I didn't get the link, ma'am. This is because you can check. You may go and check whether you have enrolled the users for that course. Once you enroll the users for the courses, then whatever activity you are adding, it is accessible. Okay, so if a particular activity is not visible to a student, it is you can make sure that whether you have enrolled the particular user or a student for that courses. Okay, so you know how to enroll the course, student to the courses or user to the courses. You know how to assign roles. Okay, how to browse list of users, how to change the profile username or password if someone forgot, adding a picture that is profile picture, email when somebody came and saying I forgot the password, I missed, I have created a new mail ID, this is my new number. So far, we didn't use mobile numbers in the list. If you give mobile numbers in the profile, you can also get all the details, their name, address. If you, what are the details you are adding in the user list, you are able to receive that. Okay, you can find those details in the user profile. So you are able to view all the details about the user by browsing list of users. Then we have discussed about different resources and activities possible in your courses. Okay, you can add single file resource of any type, maybe a PDF, PPT, Word, Excel, video, audio, whatever it is, image. Okay, you can add folders. Okay, you can refer URLs. You can refer URLs for ebooks. Download the books and keep it in a folder, maybe in D colon or E colon. Give the URL as like URL mapping. Ebook also same. If you want to create a book like, if you want to show the book like page, you can go also in that option. Then you have uploaded, then file, single file, group of files, URL mapping, then ebooks, resources, different types of resources we have seen, then different activities, assignment, how to create and submit assignment questions, how to set the assignment options for the students or users to upload the assignment, then how to create chat. The same way forums also, then assignments, quiz program, how to create and manage and conduct a quiz, how to set timings, how to add questions, the different steps in carrying out the quiz activity in using Moodle. Okay. Then in the quiz we have seen so many options, adding a single question or a question bank, how to change or how to remove or how to import, then how to grade your assignments and how to see the reports and how to download the reports, how to download the assignment, overall assignment submissions, backups and reports also you can download and keep it safe for further reference. Okay, for example, every semester, why this is needed, backup is needed is for every semester or every year, the class will be changing, the students also changing. So at the end of every year or every semester, the grades and materials submitted by the users could be backed and keep it safe for future reference. Okay. Then today we have seen how to change, how to edit logos, themes, how to add a block, remove a block, or manage a block. To change that. Those things are normally done by administrator. It is not needed much, but it is it's needed for it. But you must know the options. Okay, themes, calendar settings, how to add an event in calendars. Okay, the what is plugin, how to add a plugin. Okay, how to install. So for that, you must check the prerequisites, configurations to add a plugin in Moodle. Okay, all those things you check and then install a plugin. Then we are at the last we have seen how to conduct online classes. What is the plugin available here? There's a new activity, big blue button. Using that, we can create an online class activity. We can set roles. participant roles. We can enroll different participants. We can set who is the moderator, who are all the viewers. We can set timings. Okay. Then how to share the screen, how to present your own presentations like PPTs or online video tutorials existing. Okay, how to chat with the groups or private chats, mute and unmute options, camera switching off or switching on in camera, that is sharing your video. Okay, so how to record, how to take the recordings, how to resume. Okay, so far we are seeing all these things. So I have recalled the 3 days classes. So far we discussed. Now we can raise your questions. Now you can raise your questions. Faculty members, please wait. You need to submit feedback forms. If you don't have any queries, I will share the feedback link form. Sure. Me. Itself. The list. Please. Okay.
Which options are there? Which option?
Meenakshi. Really, you need to download Moodle platform. Okay, you can download a recent version of Moodle. Okay, the plugin is already available. When you download, just a minute, I will see to that folder name and will come.